What's the limit acting like Hodge with your nation, Lucy? You know, as long as I ask you, your nation, Lucy? Natasha, Scarlett Johansson, tonight looks great. We're set for a good time with nice people. So, when's your nation, Lucy? The companions are on vacation with her boyfriend, who asks her to enter the hotel with someone named Jangoon. He wants her to give him a certain bag, and of course, she doesn't feel like doing anything, but he puts her in a situation where she has no choice. Her mother puts the bag on her, handcuffs her, and takes her into the hotel. She enters the hotel. She's nervous inside while her friend Waif follows her journey from outside. So what is she gonna do and all that? And he signals to her, like, go ahead, and you go in, oh God, until glory be to God, believe her. When he takes a shot, he gets thrown into the river, and that's it for him. After that, the gang members who beat up that guy come, and they take the girl, Lucy, with them, so she can meet their gang leader. It's this gang, and when she arrives, many bodies are left behind until she spots the gang boss. Honestly, he looks really violent, but anyway, he isn't. He knows how to speak English, and he lets the translators on the phone understand what Lucy is saying. Then he writes the number 140 for her, and the number 140. This is for the friends, it's the bag's lock. Inside, there are 3 bags with something. The drug looks like blue crystals. Should we try it? No, of course, I'm just saying. Don't do drugs unless you invite me. Anyway, the friend's boss then brings in an addict, someone who's been sniffing for ages, to try this drug. And when he sniffs it, the friend's boss in Beirut goes crazy, honestly. Where's the crazy guy, the friend's boss? He comes and shoots him, kills him, and gets rid of him. After that, he asks her for some things, but of course she refuses. So he makes the men beat her because she's his daughter, and he wants to force her, to do what he says. She passes out after that. When she wakes, her stomach is bandaged. Her pancreas is gone. The boss and his men operated on her. Then thugs took her. Later, another man explains that she and the others had surgeries and something was put in her stomach. The boss put a bag inside her with the blue drug called CPH, and this CPH kind of reminds me of the blue elephant. But that's not important. Anyway, the boss's mission for her and those men is to travel around the world to distribute this drug to most countries. Each one will deliver a piece, and then the boss's men take her and start beating her up badly. The bag in her stomach burst, spreading the drug through her body. At that moment, the boss began choking and shaking due to her severe condition. And she started flying in the air, and you don't understand, you took a drug, so why are you flying, lady? What made you go up like that? Natasha, what's wrong, Mom? What's going on? Anyway, the boss with all these strange things, we then go to see Professor Samol, who was giving a lecture and talking about studies on the brain and the human mind, and about how much boss. We are an active world, but we only use 10% of our brain's abilities. Imagine if we used more than that. Just think about it. What would happen? We use 10% and we've caused all these disasters in the world. So what would we do if we used 100%? Man, we'd go extinct, I swear. They urgently ask, who's sitting here? It's the same question you just asked. If we used 100%, what could we do? The doctor looks at him and says, Harf, your question, I swear, I don't know how to respond to him. Honestly, son, I have no idea. I don't know what we would do. Anyway, bro. Then we visit Lucy, who just regained consciousness. She suddenly sits up on the chair, then a gang member enters and looks at her. He says something like, hey, beautiful girl, oh God, I don't know what, and then says, hey, leave the woman alone, don't get close to her, or leave the girl, she has her own rights. If you mess with me, Abu al-Sahab, and approach her, I'll retaliate. When Abu al-Sahab looks at her, she looks back, and if he gets close, she knocks him out instantly. I taught her these things. After that, Abu al-Sahab is skillfully attacked by her. She kills his mother, takes his gun, and leaves the area. The men who were there, because you guys are something else. Anyway, Abu al-Sahab, those men were sitting and eating, so she comes over and devours the food they were eating. That's it, you're dead, you're not getting the food anymore. Then Abu al-Sahab takes a bag. She finds 2 men by a taxi, hits one, and forces the other to drive her to the hospital to learn about the key in her stomach. Anyway, Abu al-Sahab. Along the way, she discovers she can easily hear and see anyone, even from afar. Mashallah. Her senses became so sharp, she felt like Daredevil, except she could both hear and see, unlike him. When she arrives at the hospital, she can easily read anything in front of her, even in unfamiliar languages. She gets to the operating room and sees the doctors performing surgery on the man. She looks at his scan results and finds out that he has a tumor in his brain. She says, enough with your friends. Move this man. See this corpse? Come and open it in front of you. So she asks the doctor, is that right? Is that what you mean? This man was going to die and wouldn't survive because the tumor in his brain had no cure. Then she threatens the doctor with a weapon to make them take out the bag inside her stomach. That's the important part, with her friends. During surgery, she suddenly wakes and tells her mother she can sense every detail in her body. Blood, temperature, everything. And relives her memories as if they're happening now. Even when she was a little baby. When she was born, she somehow remembers everything, which amazes people. She keeps crying, shuts down with her mother, and tells her she loves her. After that, the doctor takes out the bag, and she tells him about this substance, which is CPH. So the doctor tells her that this substance is produced by the bodies of pregnant women 2 weeks after giving birth to help her make up for the loss of calcium and those things. Lucy leaves the house, goes to Uncle Jangi, and kills his men. She gives him 2 knives, one for each hand, to prove a point. She then enters his memories to learn where his men took the substance, aiming to stop them and print their locations. Afterwards, she stays with her friend and checks the computer. She reads all of Uncle Samuel's research in just a few seconds, literally. Then she calls her and starts talking to her, saying that she is capable. She can control only about 20% of her brain. Imagine all this comes from just 20% of her brain, and she's still capable. With just that 20%, she was able to control all the technology, appear on screens, and use, remote control from a distance. Of course, Uncle Samuel was shocked by what he saw in her, like, "Come here, what just happened?" He was really surprised. "I was telling you, I thought it was just nonsense, but it turned out to be real, didn't it?" Anyway, her friends end up realizing that they have to meet each other in the end. After the scene ends, they reappear later when she gives her friend a prescription, saying she has liver and kidney problems. You get it, right? Basically, she tells her, "You're probably going to die." Anyway, after that, she leaves her and walks away. After that, Lucy sees news about her on television saying that she killed a patient in the hospital, and now the police are looking for her. She does it easily, and what's amazing is she changes her hair color and style without touching her face. It happened suddenly, and she immediately called her friend, Police Officer Baldrio. And she reports the gang, who have started heading to the countries where they're planning to sell the drugs they have. And then the gang appears on the screen very easily. He's surprised, wondering what's happening. "I'm Rasul, and in trouble." "Good evening, Uncle Umar. Honestly, your mother is very lucky." I know you. I envy him already. I know life is still ahead, but I envy him from now." Anyway, after that, the companions leave the plane, and then she starts searching through the files, with those companions in front of her, looking through research and stuff like that. She reads them all quickly and intensely. You saw one about the result. Just like that, she decides and finishes the book in 2 years, then moves through its stages. The flight attendant tells her, "He says you don't need to worry." The employee, what kind of hero is he? Her mother types at home, "Lucy, so you can secure her, a girl, and Lucy too." She told her, "Erase it first, then talk to me. You think she'll take her out again since you're respectable, but your mind wanders, right?" The flight attendant was bleeding heavily. Lucy drinks from a glass, then bites into it, and her features begin to fade as if she's evaporating. Everyone around her can see what's happening, though none of us understand it, even as it appears on the screen. "Sir, she was able to reach 40% in mind control. If you hit 50%, the mission explodes. Your friends leave for the bathroom, and she starts fading away. After that, she wakes up, and at the same time, she's in the hospital. Then a doctor comes in and finds her awake like that, so she leaves right away. After that, Lucy leaves and meets the officer. Who is he? Uncle Kabir Omar. And Aked al-Mohima with his friends is with his men, so she puts them all to sleep like that. After that, she manages to find a certain place she wants to go to with Aked al-Mohima and his friends. Then, she goes and takes the car of Uncle Kabir and heads to the place she wants to go. She saw one of Uncle Al-Janj's followers, or maybe Al-Janj himself, I'm not sure, kill the men with the bags and take the bags. After that, your Aunt Lucy arrives with Kabir, and she's able to play a kind of undercover role, dodging bullets being fired at her. At that moment, she's literally able to take out the people in front of her. Then she goes and takes the bag from the follower, the gun. And after that,
she catches them coming in awkwardly, and she doesn't even walk properly.
He just catches, but Abro, and he catches. I act cool with her, have a lot of money, but nothing much happened in that year and a half. No one noticed me. Okay, Abro. Okay, boss, be careful. Yeah, leave me alone now, I feel.
Afterward, the friend's father goes to Professor Samuel and learns she can control 60% of her brain. And she tells him what happened to her, and he takes her to run some experiments on her. And she makes them inject that drug into her body in liquid form quickly. At that time, Uncle Ganj and his men arrive and start shooting and clashing with the police who are with Uncle Kabir. After that, Abu el-Sohab, we see that the Russian woman was able to reach 70% of her brain capacity. Anyway, Abu el-Sohab, after that, she manages to draw a huge amount of energy from all the devices around her. And she makes the room where she and the doctors are sitting completely white. Honestly, you can't even understand, Shafata. What happened to the room after that? We see that one of Uncle Ganj's men decided to fire a big missile. So Biff knows he brought 2 of them. I mean, he literally just came once and pulled out a rocket-propelled grenade like, sorry, Captain, whoever plays with a bazooka and a dance, we can't compete with a bazooka. Anyway, he fires the bazooka he has at the room where Lucy is. And Aunt Lucy gets thrown far away and ends up on her chair in the middle of the street. Abu el-Sahab begins an epic scene where she travels back in time, viewing the place through ancient eras, until reaching a monkey, a hidden message, Abu el-Sahab. From the filmmakers, the message is that humans were originally monkeys. Those are atheists, unrelated to us. After she touches it, Abu el-Sahab can travel to any time. Then Abu el-Sahab becomes, she arrived. She is now fully in control of her mind. When Uncle El Gang arrives to shoot her, she has already vanished. Abu el-Sahab. She gave Professor Samuel a hard drive to help him continue the research. Then Uncle Gabir kills Uncle El Gang. When Samuel asks about Lucy's whereabouts, he gets a phone message saying, I am everywhere. It's definitely not like that. He says, I am everywhere, meaning that's her. He says, I am everywhere. Yeah, it's something mysterious like that. After that, we see that Uncle El Gang is dead and Lucy has disappeared.
So the friends, we all see the workers.